Happy Women's Day to the strong, bold, beautiful, and courageous women that marched to the union buildings on this day, fighting against Amadombas. Happy Women's Day, because if it wasn't for them, pretty much we wouldn't have this day and we wouldn't have this life. But it wouldn't be fair if I didn't speak of the women on the other side. The ones whose names have been erased from history books. The ones whose voices were muted before they could even speak their truth. The ones who are still fighting for sanity. Happy Women's Day to the women that don't hold weapons anymore, but they hold brooms and mops just so they can put food on the table. Happy Women's Day to the women that make miracles from the spit that the government hands them and tells them as a thank you for being a citizen of South Africa. Happy Women's Day to the women that had to bury their children too soon and now they have to raise their great-great-grandchildren breaking backs. Happy Women's Day to those that have lost their voices. Those that have decided not to speak anymore. The women we chose not to respect for whatever reason we're not even aware, nor are we sure. Happy Women's Day to those that are laying in morgues waiting for their family to identify them. But when they do, the funeral will be so haste because nobody wants to waste time speaking of these women. But happy Women's Day to those that don't speak of on these sanitary towel ads, because what do you mean that you're going to glorify my pain and tell me that I can stand and be great and achieve when my body's actually fighting against me on such days? But happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to the women Abasekasi that we call drunkards, even though we don't understand what led her to her first sip. Happy Women's Day to the very women that always shiver trying to find warmth, but even the sun turns against them. Happy Women's Day to the women that are trying to silence the voices in their heads, but if they could, they would, but they can't, and they're trying to escape. Yet if they go to bed tonight and they're still alive, I think we can definitely tell them that they survived the fight. But happy Women's Day to the women who go to bed at night drowning in bitter tears over their man, reminding them that they're not woman enough because they can't bear them children. But happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to Imbogodo, but also happy Women's Day to the rocks that are tired of being strong. Happy Women's Day to the rocks that would like nothing else except to be beautiful, gorgeous, pebbles, and left alone. Happy Women's Day to the women these men claim. Happy Women's Day to the women this world thinks they own. Happy Women's Day to her that is tired, to she that is unable, to her that cannot dream anymore, to those that will not speak, to those that will not sing, to those that forgot how to dance, to those that forgot what it was they came here on this earth to do. Happy Women's Day to you, to the breaking one, to a shattered Mbogod. Happy Women's Day to you, the misfit, the forgotten, the castaway. Happy Women's Day.